Welcome to your teaching session on the cerebrospinal fluid. This fluid is a clear, colourless fluid that surrounds the brain and the spinal cord and acts as a fluid layer for protection of the central nervous system. The cerebrospinal fluid is produced by the choroid plexus, which is located in the third, fourth, and lateral ventricles. Our body has about 150 ml of cerebral spinal fluid, and we make about 450 to 500 ml every day. So in the choroid plexus, initially, plasma is filtered, which produces the CSF. So you can see here, this is the lateral ventricle. Here, the CSF moves from the lateral ventricle to the third ventricle via foramen Monro. It then moves from the third ventricle to the fourth ventricle via the cerebral aqueduct. It then moves out from the fourth ventricle via foramen Magendie and foramen Luschka. So Luschka on the lateral side and Magendie on the medial side. So L for lateral, M for medial. The CSF then enters the subarachnoid space of the brain and the spinal cord. The CSF is then reabsorbed via arachnoid villi, which is located in the dural sinuses, and then it's recycled and reused. You may be examined on the differences between plasma and CSF. Some of the key differences is that there's less protein in the CSF, there is less potassium in the CSF, there is a lower pH in CSF due to lack of buffers. There is also less calcium and glucose in CSF. However, there's more chloride in CSF in comparison to plasma. You may also be asked about what information can be obtained by taking a CSF sample. So these can include looking at the opening pressures, looking at macroscopic appearance, so especially thinking about xanthochromia due to subarachnoid hemorrhage. The white cell count, think about what you might send to the lab. So this would include protein, glucose, microbiology culture for bacterial organisms, total cell count, and you might also do this investigation for patients such as patients with multiple sclerosis, so looking at for immunoglobulins and also for cytology if that's a concern. So that is a quick overview on the cerebrospinal fluid. I hope you have found that useful. Thank you for listening.